Welcome back to Adelante, Chicago. It's a project that was 10 years in the making. The story, the documentary of the Humboldt Park Riots in 1966 and 1977. Our Ana Belaval has that interview.
Thank you, Lourdes. The Puerto Rican riots in Chicago are a part of history that you will probably not find in the books. Yet they played an important role in highlighting the systemic issues faced by the Puerto Rican community in the city. And the impact they had is evident today. Javier Vargas is a Chicago area filmmaker who documented the story and is here to tell me more about his new documentary. Good morning, Javier. It's so great to see you.
Nice to see you.
We've been friends for a very long time. We worked together at Univision, and I know that you've always been passionate about filmmaking, especially documenting the history of our community that is clearly not in the books.
Right.
Tell us the story you're bringing us this time.
Well, it's something I began 10 years ago. I figured it would take me a couple of years, but here I am 10 years later. It documents the beginning of the Puerto Rican community coming into Humboldt Park. It talks about the struggles they had with the police, with the ethnic gangs, with the city not giving any city services. And then eventually we have a riot in '66. Things didn't change. And it repeats itself. So
it repeats itself 11 years later.
Correct.
I mean, our communities were silly and impatient. So 11 years later,
Correct.
why did it take so long? Was the community waiting to see if anything changed?
Well, a lot of things changed after the first riots.
Okay.
We got a lot of community services like Reese Belvis, the Association House, Espita of Illinois.
Espita.
So that helped a lot, but the city services didn't quite get there. The attacks by the police, continued. That never changed. Problems with gangs. I mean, when I was growing up in the '70s, if I had to go visit a friend who lived 5 minutes away, before I left the house, I would have to figure out what's my best route where I don't have to deal with gangs or get stopped by the police, because it was really tough back then.
So who did you interview for this documentary?
I interviewed historians, I interviewed family members, I interviewed professors, so police officers.
Anyone who participated in those riots?
Yes, a couple of police officers and
who were cops back then?
They were police officers, yes.
Wow, and were they Puerto Rican?
No.
No.
No, no. Back then, you had like 10 police officers.
Right. Which is one of the reasons, one of the things that changed. Now you have police officers that are Puerto Rican and Latino, and firefighters that are Puerto Rican, Latino, in Humboldt Park as well. We're going to hear a soundbite from who?
Dr. Moran.
Let's listen.
Puerto Ricans were really misunderstood. Puerto Ricans were really mistreated. Puerto Ricans were really perceived as a foreign population, even though, as you know, Puerto Ricans had American citizenship.
I remember when I moved to Chicago, I thought I wasn't going to have an immigrant experience because I was coming from Puerto Rico and I was raised to understand that we were part of the United States and I was a citizen. And when I got here, I had the immigrant experience. So I think we live in that duality, right?
We do, and it's changed a lot. I mean, I think that like when I was growing up, no one could ever say my name. You know, it was Javier or
Javier.
Javier. You know, now they know how to pronounce my name. A lot of people know that, Puerto Rico is with the United States, but it took a long time. And there's still people, ignorant people.
Javi, what did they tell you about the use of violence in the riots, and how effective or why did they choose riots and looting, or was there no other way? Did they feel that there was no other way to have their voices heard?
There was no other way. I mean, at that point. I mean, when you live in a community where there's no jobs, no city services, the sidewalks are crumbling, and then you have the ethnic gangs on top of you, and then you have police officers on top of you, and you just don't see a way out. And I think that it was just 66 riots happened, took 11 years, but it was like a boiling point. It was just getting worse and worse and worse, and 77 kind of took it over the top.
So after 77, what changes were seen?
Mainly political. and more police officers, Latino police officers, especially in the community. So that kind of eased a lot of the tension because now we have politicians that were getting a lot of the city services into the community. City jobs were coming in, and then we were getting more police officers. So that made a big difference.
I feel like it's also almost like a reaction about being displaced because Puerto Ricans, if I'm not mistaken, moved to Humboldt Park after settling in Lincoln Park because Lincoln Park got gentrified, and then they ended up in Humboldt Park to worse conditions.
Correct. And we also went to Wicker Park.
Yeah.
We were part of Wicker
Logan
Park.
Square.
We were all over the South Side, which there's less of us in the South Side now. But originally, South Side, part of the South Loop, that whole area was all
Puerto Rican too.
And little by little, we're getting pushed and pushed. And now we're in Humboldt Park, and we're being pushed more west now. So that's also changing.
Where can we see this documentary? I know that you have an official launch.
My official launch is July 25th. It's a Friday at 7 p.m. At Roberto Clemente Community Academy. So,
how important is it that you are debuting the film, the documentary, in the heart of the neighborhood?
No, that was the intention.
It's intention.
Yes, because I wanted to make sure that the community saw it first. I mean, eventually I'll put it in film festivals, and I'll probably eventually release it on YouTube so people can watch it. But right now, I wanted the community to see it first.
Yeah, you've had award-winning documentaries, so I can't wait to see this one be a success as well. Thank you so much, Javier, for joining us, and congratulations. The Humboldt Park Riots, don't miss it, and check out the information about the Roberto Clemente viewing, if you will.